Hey everyone, this is Andrew from Private Investigator Advice, and this is your weekly tech news update for investigators. This is episode 4. This is the video only podcast. This will not be in the audio podcast that you will find on your iTunes or however you consume audio podcasts. I found some interesting stories this week to share with you. But before we get into that, just to let you know, this episode is brought to you by Private Investigator Advice. Private Investigator Advice sells 3 templates currently. And it's going to be your intake sheet to make sure you get all your proper information from your client. It's going to be the retainer agreement to make sure that everybody is aware of what they're responsible for, the investigator, the client, the expectations that are going to be set for the assignments. It's important stuff to have that. And then also the surveillance template. You have this template set up for you. I use a template every time I do a surveillance. I use a template to submit my final report to the client, and it just kind of puts things in different sections. And it doesn't matter. I give you an example report to show you exactly how it's supposed to look, and I give you a video walkthrough along with that as well when you buy the surveillance template. But that all comes in a bundle if you want at a discounted price. I got an email from Private Investigator who said he's been in business for 30 years, and one of the reasons he bought the bundle was because he just wanted to make sure that his stuff was up to date and see if he needed to add anything extra to his existing templates. So I thought that was smart. It's an inexpensive investment just to make sure that he's got everything that he needs. So anyways, all right, let's get on to the episode here. So the first thing I found was it was this thing that said there's spine-like batteries that can power future electronics. So it's this thin material that's flexible that can hold a charge. Apparently, I guess I first found this from Extreme Tech. That was a website. I'll link to them in the video. But it discusses how students at Columbia University were able to create this. It resembled a spine. That's why they called it a spine-like in appearance battery. And now it's not perfected or anything like that. They basically said, usually batteries and devices are like a brick of some sort. They're like a solid piece that goes in there, no matter what size it is. And you're going to find this kind of stuff in spy cameras and things like that. I think batteries have come a long way over 20 years, and this is a very interesting spin on batteries. And I can just imagine that if you have a flexible battery that's thin, how would that change the device, how it's made, how small it can be, what's that going to, for maybe spy camera glasses or, what are those Google glasses that they had? What could they possibly do if they had a battery that was thin, small? It can be, maybe built into the wireframes. I don't know. I mean, this is all very new still, but I was excited about it because there's some engineer out there that's thinking once they get this batteries perfected, how they're going to use this. And I'm sure they have way more inventive ways to think of this kind of stuff. But I'll put links to that. There's a video that talks about a little bit more in there on YouTube, which I'll also link in the notes in the video, and obviously the article itself. Also this week, I had the pleasure of reviewing the Avant LED adjustable lamp. In fact, if you're watching the video, the above light's on, but my face is being lit up by this lamp, which replaced my other lamp that wasn't a lamp. It was more of a photo light thing that I was using that burnt out. So it actually replaces, and now I have a desk lamp, and when I'm shooting these videos, I have this light that's going to be so awesome now. Hold me over until I get something better. I want you guys to go ahead and check out that review. This inexpensive desk lamp. It's got quite a few features on it that might be of interest to you. If you decide to pick one up, I am an affiliate for Amazon, and there's links in the article and the review video itself. Okay, so the next thing I thought was super duper interesting, and there seems to be kind of reoccurring themes. I see every week there's a drone article, there's some kind of flying machine, or there's an autonomous thing happening, each week there's some kind of new thing happening. I mean, it's happening weekly. It's ridiculous how fast things are moving along with technology. And Boeing, is in the flying industry, and they decided to create a drone that can carry 500 pounds of cargo. And what's interesting about this is they just built a prototype, and they did some test flying, which was interesting. The drone weighs 747 pounds. I wonder if they just did that. I think don't they didn't they make like the 747? I thought that was kind of unique that it was exactly 747 pounds. What a coincidence! It's 15 feet long, 18 feet wide, 4 feet tall. That's how big this drone is, and it has 4 arms with 2 props on every arm. So it's a big thing. And again, there's going to be a video in here for you to see, which is pretty cool. But when I was kind of watching the video for this, it said, they decided they're going to do it. It took them 3 months to build this prototype, which is, I mean, they're engineers, they're smart guys who put it together. But I thought that was pretty fast to design something that has the capability of, I think, carrying 300 to 500 pounds, which is huge. But this isn't the first time I saw something like that. And I'm going to post again. I'm going to post another video in there as well. This isn't necessarily a news article, but I mean, drones or drones, quadcopters, whatever you want to call them. They've been known to carry things already. And I actually saw, it was like last year or the year before, somebody I follow, a guy named Casey Neistat, kind of a famous YouTuber. He did a video where it was during Christmas. He always does big Christmas videos. And on this one, he was lifted up by a quadcopter drone, whatever, not a quadcopter, I guess it's just a drone. And it carried him quite a far distance. Anyways, so these things are very powerful already. I know this guy's like 170 pounds. So there's already that capability. I don't know how safe it was, but anyways, 500 pounds. I mean, what's next? What's going to be the next one they build? So anyways, I thought that was interesting. All those things will be inside the article itself. Okay, and so the final one that I thought was interesting, and I tried to dig into it a little more. If you guys find more information on this, please share it with me, and I'll pass it on. But apparently, China's police get glasses with facial recognition. So glasses that have the technology, a facial recognition scanning. And so and what kind of surprised me is, as far as I know, that's not something that we're rocking right now. Not that our police have, and I do know several people in law enforcement, and they never mentioned it to me. So if you know of something like this that's happening in law enforcement or government in our country, let me know. I'm very interested. But anyways, so CNET reported that China's police officers were equipped with these facial recognition scanning technology through these glasses, and they were specifically given to police officers in the train station. And according to, I don't think it was CNET's reporting, but maybe a news source in China, the glasses contributed to finding 7 wanted criminals, and found 26 people with false identification. So I don't know how that worked, but that's what was reported in CNET. Apparently, the company that designed it was LL Vision Technology. Not a whole lot of that about them online. Not that I did a quick search and I didn't find anything. And maybe if I dig deeper, I could have found something other than like one little website that talked about the company, and it wasn't even really a website. Anyways, the glasses have the capability of recognizing 100,000 different faces in 100 milliseconds. Anyways, apparently, even though the article was about how cool that this was happening, and how, it was already impacting China in a positive way, they also kind of commented on how China's very proactive in the sense of having cameras everywhere. And as a matter of fact, that they already have 176 million surveillance cameras in the public and private sector. And that was compared to the United States, where we only have 50 million cameras. So, I mean, I guess they're, I don't know, a little surveillance conscious over there. So there's some interesting things in there. I linked to the CNET article. Definitely take a look at that. And guys, that is your wrap up of technology today. The summaries. Definitely, if any of these articles are interesting to you, definitely dig into them deeper. Anyways, that's it, guys. So it's Friday still, right? Yeah. So it's Friday still. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next week with another tech news summary thingy. Alrighty. All right. Bye.